Welcome to the Gristled Up Podcast. As always, I am Cody.
I'm Sean.
I'm Caleb.
So, Kevin, what's the weather going to be like today?
You can't start off on an empty glass.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
You killed my intro!
Don't you worry, pretty striped head. We're gonna get you back to Tyson and your cozy tiger bed.
You betty.
Then we're gonna find our best friend Doug. Then we're gonna give him a best friend hug.
So you know,
I mean, I'd take them if they were free.
me too.
I wonder if he keeps them any longer, he's probably gonna put them for free.
Get these the fuck out the way.
Pussy.
What's in that?
Water.
Ooh, fish shiver.
Yeah, it looks like
It don't taste like it.
It's good old healthy Robinson water.
Yeah.
it. Yeah. We got the refinery right next to this.
It is a Crown Royal.
There's no pipeline bleeding into that.
It is easy, fucker. You're gonna get it all shook up.
I'd bleed my pipeline.
Oh, you're such a dick.
I'd bleed my pipeline.
Oh, fuck.
She's getting points. Alright, fuck it.
That's a dick move. That's carbonated.
Oh, listen. Look at it. Look at the
Oh
fucking...
god damn it. I've got nothing to do with this.
Are you sure that's carbonated?
Not much
It's
anymore.
lightly. They pack so much fucking other shit into them. Bangs are dangerous.
Wow.
Such a...
Yeah, shake mine. Shake mine.
Andrews did a live stream of Call of Cthulhu. Or Cthulhu.
Oh yeah. Like,
Did you watch it?
no, but
It was cool as hell.
I can't even check my guy.
Oh oh god.
Bring it into the camera.
You got it.
Let
Damn
them know
it!
what
My Woods Event Center in Bar Koozie. Then I put the paper towels back.
You're leaving all this in.
At least
Yeah, I got to now.
Most of it. Yeah, all of it.
What?
You already did
It's been a good
sponsorship.
intro.
Just call
Yeah,
out.
exactly. That was
Just
a
leave
good one.
everything. Yeah. Bleep out.
Ain't that a bitch?
Oof. Murphy will get it.
Yeah, me fucking drunker than a skunk. Great value purified drinking water. The wettest water you'll ever find.
Sometimes the spiciest.
Cheap.
Oh yeah. We're not sponsored, but we'll take the sponsorship.
We really got to get this scheduled on the night she's not river dancing.
Yeah. She's got her class up there.
You got a lot to edit out.
Nah, bro, this is all staying.
I think it should.
I agree.
Alright then.
I have to wring out my goddamn koozie.
Nervous.
God damn it, I don't think the lid was all the way on.
Well, I'm just going to hold on to this.
No.
I've got nothing in this. You leave me and Mr.
I didn't think I did either, but apparently I do.
Bring a can next time. Then I can't shake it.
Yeah. Leave me and Jack out of this. In general, or?
Man, that bird outside sounds awesome.
Fucking obnoxious.
I thought it sounded awesome.
You don't hear those very much anymore.
No, you don't. They're all busy on TikTok.
Speaking of that, you guys,
Two bird noises. You
Stop
don't
it.
hear those fucking birds anymore.
Who?
who are you?
Who did you bring up? Tim Burton? Is that what you said?
The birds.
Oh,
I thought you were
said
playing
Tim
some
Burton.
fucking owl.
No,
I'm like, you cocksucker.
I thought you said Tim Burton. I'm like, what the fuck does he have to do with it?
No, I said you don't hear those birds anymore. You know, the little...
That's an
That's
owl.
because TikTok tells you don't hear them anymore. They're still there.
I don't hear them anymore. I don't have TikTok.
Why is that?
I don't have TikTok. I've never had TikTok.
I
I do
TikTok.
all Instagram Reels.
What's the difference between the Facebook Reels and Instagram Reels and...
Facebook Reels,
Tiki-taki.
you've got to, if you want to comment or see this stupid comments, you've got to switch over to Instagram to see them. But I like it more because you get a lot more crazy stuff. Plus, TikTok's about to be shut down.
Is it really?
I've heard that.
From my understanding,
Good.
it won't stop Instagram Reels though.
I mean,
No, Zuckerberg will never let that happen.
whatever Reels it is, whether it's Facebook or Instagram. I mean, I used to have TikTok, but...
What happened? Did you delete it?
The wife told him to get off of it.
I got deleted.
What?
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, he was drinking beer in one episode and then got
Why?
canceled.
I think about every episode.
Because
Hey, whoa.
he didn't have short shorts on and his
Yeah.
You didn't have a tight top shaking your boobies and butt.
yeah. Or what do they do now? Half millisecond pic of them in underwear hidden through the video.
I have no idea.
Now, I get called weird whenever I give the neighbor a half millisecond pic checking the mailbox in my underwear.
When you show millions, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Evidently, I need to show my butthole more. Coming soon, Gristle that OnlyFans.
Yes. Show me that butthole! I'll just insert a fake ass fucking hat that says that.
Show me that butthole.
Have you seen those hats?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, dude. I hate getting wrapped up in a Facebook reel or... I mean,
Yeah, because then I'm checking the comments and
see, that's what Daniel
I never
watches
feel
videos
obligated to reply. There was one where I told them, I'm like, you know, you have better odds seeing something in real life and then giving your input than you do putting a comment and thinking you're going to change the world.
for. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because then they move on to the next one and then they're over. They're done. They forgot about it.
Now, I have had the rare instance where, have you guys heard of the band Until I Awake?
Yeah.
So, they had a video, it was on, it may have been TikTok, Facebook, one of the two. But I actually put a comment on there, and the lead singer, Cody Jameson, actually messaged me, and I had like a full-on conversation with him for like an hour. Like-
yeah, like,
Granted, he was a small, at that
Right.
time they were a
Yeah.
small band just getting started, but see where they're at now. He probably don't remember it, but that was fucking awesome.
no,
to
I
me.
like that. I like stuff like that.
I sent a picture to Pit Viper of me wearing my Pit Vipers down in Alabama. And I was all perched up at the zoo on some sort of landscaping. And he just sent back, fuck yeah. I'm like,
You're right, fuck yeah.
that is awesome!
One of the cooler stories I heard about that kind of stuff, though, is since he's been on the show before, I'll say his name, but Justin Banchoik. He was watching a video of, I think, Twitch, and he commented on it saying, hey, didn't you and, I can't remember the other guy, but didn't you guys do all the stunts in the movie Triple X? And he had a conversation with them talking about the stunts they did in the movie, and
Well, yeah.
and he ended up buying like a flannel, I think. And they
Yeah, and then it was Jeremy Steinberg. Or,
Mhm. Yeah.
the
But yeah,
dirt
he did
bike freestyler.
Yeah.
And like he did a whole thing on, hey Jeremy, I'm gonna pack your box for you, and here's your jersey you ordered. And it was
Yeah.
awesome. Cause I was just scrolling through and then I seen it and I'm like, holy shit.
That's crazy.
I know that guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like you. I always like shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, I listen to a lot of independent rap, and a lot of those
Yeah.
guys, they're open to just talking to their fans and stuff.
Oh, the messages. Oh.
But there definitely is a dark side to the whole, not just TikTok, but just Reels in general.
They're so like enticing. They just fucking grab you.
Mm-hmm.
That and they're temporary. You don't have any time to focus on it. You see it and you move to the next one and it's gone.
Well, either that or like the one I seen the other day. I was scrolling through on Facebook and it popped up, and there was a guy making a bed, but it was like in front of a crowd, and I'm like, what the hell is this? So I clicked on it. I ended up watching this for like 2 to 3 minutes. It was somewhere in Japan or something. They had a bed making competition. They were seeing who could make the bed the fastest and the best quality. And I'm like, I was just roped into this, and then I'm like, what the fuck
Did you
am
look
I
at the
doing?
comments?
No, I didn't.
Okay. To see like what people's.
No.
From all the movies I've watched, like military movies, it's never good enough. The sergeant always goes through and rips it off and tells you how much of a piece of shit you
yeah. Yeah. That's what I mean. My life motto has always been keep your expectation low. You know, if I was in the military, I'd wake up every day, make the bed to get, past the goal, but keep the corners untucked, keep it a little wavy.
You strike me as... Have you guys seen the movie In the Army Now? With Andy Dick and Pauly Shore?
I feel like I have, but I
You strike me more of the Pauly Shore in the military.
Just like everything half-assed.
Yeah. And like...
Well, because then they expect it from you. And then you can always improve on yourself. Because then you tuck the one corner in the next week and they're like, whoa, he's making changes. It's because of me. I'm doing a good job. Never.
Or you're getting a knife hand. Just
never do a good
somebody
job.
fucking yelling at you.
If you're a welder, never do a good job the first time. Okay,
I feel like
maybe.
that's it.
Yeah,
that's a risk. Don't listen to Sean on that.
I work for the pipeline, and I do a lot of my welds.
Really? That's that first joint.
That's where he got this water from.
God, dude, I don't put the lid all the way back. Goddamn shit, the pop off right there.
You guys find yourself just if you're bored, sitting in the chair, you're just...
Well, yeah. I mean, I would say a good
kill time.
I would say a good 2.5 to 3 hours is taken up by.
Like, I don't even think about what I don't
get
pay
out of the
attention to half
shower.
those videos.
You get out of the shower and there's that empty time where you get all your clothes on. You're in your bedroom, and then it's like, all right, I'll lay on the bed for a second, and I'll check your guys' snaps, and then it turns into okay, open Facebook, open TikTok.
I'm doing that while I brush my teeth, or
you gotta go through.
I'm not that addicted.
Well, like you mentioned, the whole getting dressed. I don't lay down in bed after I get out of the shower.
No,
I brush my teeth and I'll flip through like Facebook and.
But yeah, I mean,
you gotta brush your teeth out.
It's a lot of information to take in at once. And
Oh yeah.
I think I've brought this up in another episode, but there was this guy I was just scrolling through, and he was like, "Stop." He's like,
"Stop."
He's like, "This is a lot of information." He's like, "Why don't you take a break?" He's like, "This technology has only been around for a decade and a half, maybe. We don't know the
long-term
effects from this. It's a lot of information to process. It can cause you to overthink."
Oh yeah.
Which that's something I'm really bad at, is overthinking. Which, whenever I think about overthinking, it's just like I always think of 10 steps ahead. Like if we decide we're doing something 2 weeks from now, I'm planning it I'm trying to decide what time we're going to be doing it, you know, what all we're going to be doing, who all is going to be involved, how we're going about it. And then the next week I'll talk about it, and then as it gets closer and closer to time, and it just drains me. And it's just, I don't know why, but, well, it also depends on what the situation is, too. Like I said, if we're going to do something, I always just want to make sure, like, everything's to a T. It's perfect, and I hate that. It drives me nuts.
Mm-hmm.
But
you can't help but doing it either.
yeah, because then I'm
I feel
like,
like
just relax and enjoy it. And then it's like, oh, it's almost that time. We need to be here right then.
And
like,
that's where
I feel like that. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I feel like that's perfectly fine as long as you have the time to allocate to that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
There's some people like me. I don't have kids or anything, so I can allocate extra time to making things perfect. Or, but if you like, it's just how much time you got in the day. That's the cool thing is everybody in this world has 24 hours. 24 hours. They don't have any gain against you. Everybody's got the same time of the day. They've all got
sound like these fitness people that.
Well, you know what I mean. Like they've got the same. You know, they've all got to get 7 to be healthy. They've all got to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. There is a baseline, so it's just on what your principles and what you like to utilize your time with.
Now, and I catch myself doing kind of what Caleb was mentioning, and you'll probably see that part of me when it gets closer to time we go to that concert. Like, I don't give a shit until it's like a week or two before. Then it's like, all right, we need to make sure we leave at this time. We got to make sure everything's ready to go.
I feel like that's normal.
And it probably is.
I feel like that's normal.
And then, like, even when we were talking about going to the Supercross race in Indianapolis this past weekend, it was 2 months before we even talked about it, but I'm sitting there trying to get stuff kind of half-ass figured out. It's like, okay, this is what time we need to leave. This is what time we need to do this. This is when I need to drop our daughter off. And thankfully that fell through because it's like one extra person is one thing, but when you're getting
a group of people together.
Yes. You get a group of 7 or 8 people, you're just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Well, then something happens, especially like when you have people with kids. They've got stuff to go do, and an emergency happens, and then if that person bought a ticket, and you've got to figure out, do I just,
do I eat the cost? Do I try to find somebody? Do I do this?
Or there's always one person to the group that just doesn't have a fucking care in the world about what's going on, and I'm not referring to you. I see you making... No, I'm really not. But I'm just saying, like, you've always got everything to a T, and that one person's just like, you know what, just fucking... It's fine. It's like, but... Seriously, if we don't leave right now, like, we're not going to have anywhere to park, and then it'll take us twice as long to get in there.
Well, then you find yourself speeding, speeding, and then there's
you're stressed the fuck out.
Yeah, a lot of unadded stress.
Yeah, you can't even enjoy the time, because then you're like, oh, great, after this gets over, we've got a fucking 3-mile walk back to the car. I hope nobody broke into the fucking car while we were gone. It's just... That's the shit that I think about.
Well, it's like, for example, I have a sibling, and if he, I don't think he even watches these, so who cares? If he does, then call me out.
Wow.
Huh.
He did buy a shirt, but turns out he's states away, so I got to pay for the shirts.
Although he didn't sell me his bike.
You okay?
I know who you're talking about.
My stepbrother and my grandparents went to an NHR race up there in, I believe it was Chicago where they went. They go on the trip, he forgets his inhaler, so then they've got to worry about the inhaler that he has. And then time goes on, they're enjoying the event. Well, he puts his pants on for the day, forgets he didn't bring a belt. So then they got, everybody's got to go pitch in their effort to go get him a belt.
Christ.
And that's no hate.
I can just see somebody like Caleb having a meltdown over this.
How the fuck do you forget your belt?
And then driving in those cities, it's like, it's not just a drive down the road to go to Walmart.
Right.
See, that's why I'm the way I am. Because of bullshit like that. It's like, we have planned this for fucking months.
Poor KJS.
God.
If you're watching.
Oh, no, not poor him.
Do better. Yeah, I'm not
man.
nearly that bad.
See, when I get ready for
That
something
sucks.
like that, I'm throwing everything in backpacks. Everything I think I could possibly need, even if I don't need it.
It's better to be prepared.
Yeah. I mean, belts, laptop, toothpaste. I'll even bring 3 tubes of toothpaste just to make sure.
See,
Child support papers, birth certificate,
Guardianship.
that
Custody agreements.
baseball your uncle gave you before he passed away. Like,
The
I'll
good
bring
shit.
it all.
yeah, all the important stuff. We're covering bases.
We were talking about what I said, the car being broken into. We went to Terre Haute a few weeks ago, and I had my dad's trailer. And when I worked on weekends, we
You
would
miss
go. I do. When I worked on weekends, we would go up there and eat, and you know, it was either a Monday, Tuesday, or a Wednesday. We would show up when they opened, and we would be one of 4 couples,
28
being
years
seated.
old and
Yeah,
you get
and
the
it
early
was
bird
like,
special.
oh man, it was great. Well, it was a Saturday. We hadn't went up there in a while. Meanwhile, before Valentine's Day, so I'm like, 1 o'clock won't be too bad. Of course, we show up. Not a fucking place to park, and I've got a fucking 18-foot trailer behind me.
Coulter,
Yeah.
damn butts around.
And your precious field trip pretty goddamn quick. But anyways, so I pull into the lot and I see how many people are parked. There's already people parked alongside the road. I'm like, God damn it. So I sit there driving around.
11:45.
So I had to go all the way down to that long ass strip that they have at the edge of the parking lot. And I'm sitting there like driving along, and I was like, I'll just pull up and park here and face this way. And then I was like, well, with the truck being this far away from the building, it would probably be best if I have the truck. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I don't want to come out here to my dad's trailer being
At this
stolen.
altitude.
So I turned around and I pull up directly up to a car, and I parked, and I get out and I was kind of looking, and I get back in, and she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm making sure that, one, if somebody decides to steal the trailer, it's going to be a pain in the ass for them. Or 2, if they decide to steal the truck, hopefully they can't back the fucking trailer. So I've at least got some time. The fucking alarm's
I'm
going.
not nearly that bad.
Yeah,
See
you guys
that?
have no idea
Well,
what's going on.
I'll
in
fucking
here.
throw that bitch in park like, Daddy's got insurance.
Like, that's the thing about life, though. I mean,
I
you're
know shit
never going to
happens,
be able
but-
to escape the things that happen.
That's why I try to avoid it. Because
No,
I'm like,
that's
at
fair
least
too. But
this
do you
way.
see the difference between the overthinker and I'm sure God, overthinks. Sorry, Danielle. Overthinks stuff on her own.
Right.
But yeah, she's sitting there like, why in the hell are you doing this? Now, you sounds like you're a guy that likes to show up early and all that. You have the time then to allocate to that overthinking.
The
But if you're doing that shit and we're late,
oh yeah,
yeah.
the way
Yeah,
I
if
look
I'm
at
struggling to find a place to park, and again, we'll use that concert for instance. It's like, oh, I can't find anywhere to park. If he just hopped out and said, I'll meet you bitches inside, I'd understand. Like, I ain't gonna hold it against you.
it, no,
But in that instance, I'll park in the middle of the fucking street and be
Yeah.
like, I'll pay the tow bill.
Like we got
shit to
we
do.
pay all this money into insurance for a reason.
Yeah.
We deserve it.
I look at shit like that
can't
where
use
it's
it.
like I did everything in my will to prevent something from happening. So if something happens, I can at least call my dad and be like, "Hey, listen, Bob, truck and trailer
How
got
are you,
stolen."
Bob?
Yeah.
This is Bob listening.
This here is Bob.
I wish your dad talked like that. Just a big old thick brown mustache. Yeah, this is Bob here.
Punching all. We went to Gulf Shores, and I used to do this like fake, like Canadian northern accent to her occasionally, and
I'm sure she loved that.
oh, she got it. She did actually get a kick out of it,
wow.
and she's like, you should do that the whole trip. And like I bumped into somebody, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And then I kept walking, and I was like, "I can't do this." She's like, "Seriously, you need to do this the whole trip." Like, I can't.
It's even better if like
You don't do things on command. Anyway, so.
Can't.
that's fair. Like if you could picture him, clean shaved, just the mustache, no hat. He like gelled his hair apart. He would look just like that. Like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, so sorry.
It fits him.
But no, I was thinking about it, I'm like, it would be so funny. Because then we were sitting on the beach, it's like, oh, just taking a trip from up north here. It's sure is nice down here.
Down here.
Yeah. Oh boy, it sure is warm and toasty.
Trailer Park Boys, because those guys were all Canadian.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really?
That's
I
where it
didn't
takes
know-
place in
no,
Canada.
I don't even watch it.
I didn't watch it.
I've never watched it, and I knew
That
they
was
were
a
Canadian.
Canadian TV show.
Fucking use out there, fucking run the piss out of it.
Like, I feel like if anybody would enjoy it, it'd be you guys.
Again, I've
covered
said
it
this
before,
on
but
previous
I know.
episodes.
I just couldn't get
If
into
I have
it.
to watch 2 seasons of a show to get into it,
Ain't for me, bub.
nope, I'm out. I've got limited
That's
time.
right.
All right, well, keep allocating your time to...
Freaking out over how you park a trailer, eh?
See, now you see what goes on in this fucking
Canadian gooses.
Yeah. And goddamn Canadian, radical Canadian geese.
Speaking about that topic, do you think, what would life be like if you couldn't even drive to an event? Like,
Well, it depends
do you
on
think
what's
you'd
being
take
offered.
driving for granted?
Yeah.
I think everybody does.
Well,
Like them bitches that drove the Oregon Trail, they'd probably be smacking you two up in the face right now.
yeah.
Not
Well, according to
bitches.
the game, you can only have like 10 pounds of meat and half a block of salt. So
I was just recently talking about somebody about this. They,
the game, or
no, the driving.
oh,
She
I was gonna say,
mentioned
I always
how
died by a snake bite. Never fucking failed.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It's like, where's the 20?
ain't that a bitch?
who the fucking thunk? 12 games in, and here I am dead.
You got bit by a drain snake. It's like, what?
That wasn't a round.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Now I know you making shit up.
Well, and the sad thing is, you always put it as like real family members, and then it's like you feel like
Yeah,
dog
it's like
shit.
man.
Tyler died from
Yeah, I just killed my brother.
Drain
from
snake
that
bite.
meat.
Tyler died from a gunshot wound from a buffalo. On the ground.
It's like, you need to insert that clip from Family Guy when he's out deer hunting. He goes to shoot. Next thing you know, there's like 4 deer behind him. They're smoking a cigarette. It's like, you fucked up, fat boy. Start beating his ass. Anyways.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody about driving. She said that she had just started. Well, I guess her daughter's had her license for a little while, but she was talking about whenever she had to teach her daughter how to drive.
Oh. I was like, she's got her license and don't know how to drive. That is terrifying.
Well, and she kind of put it in perspective. People that live in the country have an advantage. Occasionally, I can't say everybody does, but like whenever I was little, I learned how to drive. I was probably 7 or 8. My dad's truck was in the yard. He was washing it. And I was just, playing around. He's like, started up, driving around. I was like, what? And
Huh.
then as I started to get older, he would let me kind of cruise it around in the field a
Yeah.
little bit. And then, I'm not going to name an age here, but I was able to, I could reach the pedals. But I started driving around a little bit more here and there. But nowadays we've got side-by-sides that are
Yeah.
legal, so people could learn from that. Which that's the that's what she told me. My daughter could probably learn off of that, which is true.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
my buddy Jared, his oldest son, he drives him, like, he'll just say, Landon, let's go, let's load up. You're driving me here. And his son's, I want to say he's like 12.
I think I was 12 whenever I started driving, like, to my grandma's house or
So
something.
yeah, he'll just hop in the fucking passenger side. His son will hop in the driver's side. They just drive around in the bottoms, shed hunting or just
Right.
Yeah,
killing
for
time.
me, my parents lied on all the write-down sheets.
They lied
I
on most of
never
mine
drove.
too. Not your parents, but
I never
mine.
even, I never passed a car. I never learned how to lane change. It was all raw dogging it.
I learned how to do that, but I also remember whenever I was going and actually driving with my instructor in school, we had to drive to Vincent's that day, and we're out on 50, and I'm driving, radio's up, instructor's all kicked back, relaxed, and she's singing whatever song's on the radio. And I'm like, all right, I'm doing all right. We get to Vincent's Walmart. Me and the girl that was with me switched, so I had to ride in back. It was her turn to drive back. We get out on 50, and she gets about, no shit, an inch away from clipping a fucking semi. And I thought I was overreacting because my asshole puckered and grabbed a hold of the seat, but the instructor's like, stop, 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 and just starts fucking wailing. It's like, you need to calm down, man. You're making her nervous.
Yeah.
That was something that
What
person
the
I was
terror.
talking to was talking about. Like, she said her husband doesn't have the patience to take the daughter out. And
I don't know him well, but I mean, what?
she's like, he doesn't have the patience for it, so I, who is not the greatest driver, had to teach her. And
Why can't I say no?
but
If you're watching, you're a great individual, but
she said, whoever, if you're tense in the passenger seat, all you do is make the person who's driving more nervous, which is very valid. And I'm bad about that whenever I'm not driving, but I just don't like not driving. But the fact of, like, the way she was telling me, and it's something that I truly didn't think about until she mentioned it, is once you've learned how to drive and you've drove legally for, say, a year or two, it's something that you just become blind
16.
to. Well, it's something
I'm
you just
old.
become blind to. Like, you don't, say, right-of-ways.
well, it's like we were
It's
talking.
just, you just pull up, you're
Yeah.
Have you-
supposed to wait.
Well, something I hit recently was a roundabout.
Oh, fuck, I'm
When I
still...
went up there to Purdue.
I
still
still
get
get to
finicky.
those, and I'm
Yeah.
like, who the fuck is...
Well, that's
Why would this be invented?
the thing is like
three laps around the circle before I exit.
when I went up there to Purdue, I completely
Where's the
forgot.
checkered flag?
When I went up to Purdue, I completely forgot that a roundabout even existed.
Oh, yeah.
And
It fucking gets you,
it
don't
come
it?
up on me, and I didn't know how to use it, so I just drove right through it.
Danger! Danger!
I ramped the median and everything.
You forget who I work with now. He's about yay tall, gray hair, kind of bitchy.
Oh,
I didn't say it.
Jip.
I did.
Yeah.
Didn't know what his
Rip.
name was.
Sip. What was his name?
We'll just call him Fred.
Fred.
But no,
Is it Sunkissed tuna?
I think so, isn't it?
If they want to. Is it Sea-Kissed?
It's
it
either
would be Sun Kit.
it's either Sunkissed or like
Well,
Starkissed.
but
or
I feel like since there's a pop,
I know it's the snack that smiles back, goldfish.
fuck goldfish.
it might be
I agree.
Starkissed.
It's saltine crackers, and they act like they put cheese in there. Cheese
Whales.
nips. Cheese. Yes.
Yeah, boy.
Whales. $1 a
Whales.
box.
You want to know how I know how you was a rich bitch growing up? You don't like whales.
I didn't eat whales. I didn't eat
Because you-
goldfish.
What about
Bullshit.
cheese nips?
I
Cheese
didn't.
nips got a lot of flavor.
Yeah.
I didn't.
What'd you eat? You were never broke enough to have cheese crackers?
I'd like butter cookies.
You got cookies?
No, we got the Dollar General cookies.
About
And they
butter
were good.
cookies, the little squares that had like a letter on them.
I was never.
They
rich
were
enough
a
to
Dollar
have those.
General cookie. Yeah, they were a
Dollar General cookie. You hear that?
Save a lot.
Dollar
You hear that?
Dollar General doesn't mean it's not cheap anymore. Dollar General ain't shit. The only trick Dollar General does.
That nipple.
It's soft right now.
I know, but I couldn't find it.
Goddamn, get that fucker.
Feel it.
I see it.
Just feel it.
No, that's
That
alright.
way you know where. I also woke up some nights where we had all the blankets, me and my friends, and Austin had his friends over, and then we wake up and we've got a paper plate for a fucking pillow and beach towels for blankets.
You've seen those videos where it's like when you stay over at a friend's house and
got like a
never
couch
left,
cushion.
you sleep
Or it's
underneath the couch.
Or it's the coffee table.
Yeah.
He's got the computer desk flipped over on top of him. Oh my god.
Got the stand for the fan. Fucking. Oh my god, yeah, those are fucking classics.
Well, you guys have listened to us fucking ramble on about absolute nonsense.
An episode about nothing.
Seinfeld.
I'm glad you got it, yes.
If you're looking for some really good woodworking or a good wood handler, check out
Death beats a good hand job.
Hurdle Farms
Yeah.
Designs. He's a good dude. I don't
He
care what
is a good
anyone
guy.
else says. And while I've not seen anything in person, the pictures I've seen are just top notch. He does a phenomenal job. Check him out.
This has been the Gristled Up Podcast. I'm Caleb.
We're gonna have fucking words after this. I'm Sean.
I'm Caleb.
See? You fucked it all up.
I'm Caleb, and this is Sean. And
I'm Tyler.
Fuck!
I thought Justin was here.
Join us next time on Dragon Ball Z.